sorry for the loss of your friend Ryan Dunn. I know you must have been thinking it could have been me, and I know we were all thinking, why wasn't it?
Oh, that nigga pissed.
Is it just me, or is Amy Schumer just not that funny?
That was almost an accurate statement. You just need to take out one word. That. Amy Schumer is just not funny. Would you rather go to a WNBA game or an Amy Schumer stand-up comedy special? It's a pretty tough one for me, but I'm going with the WNBA. Amy Schumer has the humor of my left butt cheek. So Amy Schumer is the biggest female comedian, and we're about to see why your biggest comedian is so hated. So today we're gonna check out how Amy Schumer became the most hated human ever.
Amy Schumer places first on literally every single list titled worst or most hated comedians of all time. Why?
I agree.
Well, the countless different reasons for it become most interesting when you realize that toward the beginning of her career, she was actually liked and respected amongst the general population. For example, she was listed in Time's top 100 most influential people of 2015, whilst her comedy specials such as this one, and this one received mostly positive reviews, one of which confidently stating that Amy Schumer leaves her audience in stitches.
I think she leaves the audience humor in stitches, cause bro, she is ass. If I had insomnia and I needed help going to sleep, I'll literally go to Amy Schumer's stand-up show and I'm getting the best sleep of my life.
This review was mostly positive. If we go back a couple of sentences, it also points out the first reason as to why Amy Schumer would eventually become
one-trick
so
pony.
hated. It's easy to label Amy Schumer a one-trick pony. As the title of her special suggests, she talks about sex and she doesn't talk about much else. Her idea of comedy is making jokes about how terrible her vagina smells and or how many guys she's blown. That's not comedy.
Okay, so your humor is you just being listen, shout out all my get that if you want, but like if you're gonna be a public figure, especially making humor about the sexual things you did, it's very easy to be labeled a certain thing that you don't want to be labeled. That's all I'm saying.
Style was so controversial, the thread including another supporting comment which stated, you can call her a one-trick pony or two-trick, which are 1. Here is my vagina, want a detailed description, you will have it anyway. 2. Men are pathetic, and I like to assault / manipulate / emasculate them in every way. With these two comments in mind, it becomes obvious that not only does Amy Schumer have little diversity in terms of what topics she jokes about, but her narrow style of joking about her own female anatomy in an unflattering way, whilst constantly joking about men in a derogatory way, is simply going to make her unappealing to a male audience.
You're just a misandrist.
Female such as this one who
she just hates niggas.
You can only have so much self-deprecating humor before people get tired of it. How much do I need to hear about her pussy? Certainly not the entire length of her stand-up show, that's for damn sure. The very nature of this kind of content, such as the discussion of female promiscuity, also leaves Amy Schumer open to political backlash and debate. This is the next thing that began to turn the audience against her back in 2016.
God damn, this girl looks like oink 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 oink. Why does she look like a pig? She looks like Miss Piggy, my nigga. Like, go talk to Kermit or something. Who's this girl? Is that Gibby's girlfriend? See, yeah, this is some shit we need to see. You need to take that shades off her and put it on yourself and switch spots. Camera should be on her.
One article written by CBS News stated, around 200 people walked out of her Tampa show when Schumer launched into a withering takedown of Donald Trump. It's somewhat of a surprise that fans were caught off guard because Schumer isn't known for suppressing her political views. In addition to this, Amy Schumer would announce that she was pregnant by posting a list of the people she had voted for, adding at the bottom, "I'm pregnant Amy Schumer," using her pregnancy to drive traffic to the candidates which she considered to be favorable. Whenever Amy spoke politically, she always took a liberal viewpoint and was very anti-Republican, even having interviewed Hillary Clinton, yet her audience would come to discover that back in 2007,
she's not funny.
Amy Schumer actually got
she's funny looking.
Break as a guest on Fox News, which was a pro-Republican news station, angering both sides of the political spectrum. Amy going public with her political opinions meant that she had now alienated another 50% of the already small audience that might still be interested in her style of comedy. Additionally, whenever Amy Schumer was criticized for the comedy itself,
name me 3 comedians that are women. The only one I can help you on is Tiffany Haddish. But then again, if you would have asked me, name a Tiffany Haddish special, I would have been like, I'm dead, I'm gone, it's over. So I know y'all can't name shit.
Use politics as an easy way out by simply blaming the criticism on the alt-right, as highlighted in another comment which stated, worst of all, when her audience gives her honest feedback, she whines about how her critics must hate women or how they're all alt-right. Yeah, sure Amy, the only reason people hate you is that they're all a bunch of Nazi anti-Semitic misogynists. This comment also highlighted the next reason as to why Amy Schumer became so hated, and that's her lack of personal responsibility and victim complex, which is sometimes even mixed with a hint of entitlement and the contrary attitude that she's better than everyone else. For example, in May 2015,
let me find this girl actually acts like this. I would flame her to oblivion, my nigga. Miss Piggy, don't even try to act like you hate us when your lip is on a diet. It's ironic because that's the only thing that's on a diet with you. Nothing else is on a diet but your lip. Your upper lip. I'm gonna chill on you right now, but whew.
An article was published by Page 6 titled, Amy Schumer thinks she's too famous to check in at the gym, which read, Amy Schumer was not happy this week when staffers at the Upper West Side Equinox asked her to present her membership card, which is standard practice at the upscale fitness club. She felt entitled to just walk in, a source explained to Page 6. She didn't want to show her key fob and wanted to be able to go in and not be questioned. We're told the annoyed trainwreck star declared, I'm famous, when employees didn't recognize her and insisted she go through the typical check-in procedure.
She's one of those people.
Bruh.
Do you know who I am? I never thought to do this, but yo, we're nuking you. This girl's career is a nothing burger. You are a waste of everything in life. You stink. You were never funny. Since you're so famous, how come you don't have your own private gym? You big back walrus. And then you get surprised when people don't like you, don't like a comedy, but the only thing you talk about is how you give niggas you freak.
Schumer eventually enjoyed her workout on Monday afternoon. Our source said she was so unhappy she stormed off. A different article sporting similar energy was titled, Amy Schumer can't be bothered to take photos with fans, which stated Amy Schumer wants to make it clear she does not owe you a selfie. The article went on to describe an exchange that Amy Schumer had whilst in town for a comedy show. This guy in front of his family,
I swear to God, I'm not asking.
It scared the shit out of me. Put a camera in my face. I asked him to stop and he said, no, it's America and we paid for you. This was in front of his daughter. I was saying stop and no. Great message to your kid. Yes, legally you're allowed to take a picture of me, but I was asking you to stop and say no. I will not take pictures with people anymore, and it's because of this dude in Greenville. Yet, after the other person involved was then interviewed by a local news station, a whole different side to the story was revealed.
But he tells us that's not exactly how it went according to him.
I see her face and I'm like, all right, cool. So I hurry up and get on my Instagram and I'm like, here goes Amy, and then she just loses it and she just gets mad, and that is totally false what she wrote about me.
So if Amy Schumer was too famous to check into her local gym or take photos,
so you potentially lied as well. Oh yeah, this girl's the worst. I don't know how you have multiple specials. I swear to God, I don't know. I'd rather go to the comedian Carrot Top show 100 times in the same day, him saying the same special. They go to one Amy Schumer special for 10 minutes. I swear to God, I'm not joking. You are a different type of ass.
She must have thought pretty highly of herself. If that's truly the case, then surely she'd be happy with an $11 million offer from Netflix for one of her comedy specials a year later in 2017.
Who's paying $11 million for this garbage? Ooh, I'm not paying $11. They got the game fucked up. Guys, you know what? I'm becoming a comedian. 11 million. 11 mil. For who? For Amy? This is Amy Pooper. Little dehydrated upper lip.
Right? Well, no, not really. Amy Schumer claimed that the $11 million offer wasn't enough money for 60 minutes of comedy footage, citing it as unfair due to Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle receiving $20 million for their specials. Now, this argument would be perfectly fine, assuming all three comedy specials were of similar quality, only they most certainly weren't. Amy's comedy special, the one that she was paid $11 million for, was so bad that IMDb users gave it a rating of 3.1 out of 10. Netflix had to change their rating system entirely, which hit its 1.35 out of 5-star performance on their platform. The changes to the industry she's made is incredible, like how Netflix had to remove their rating system because her special was so terrible.
This entitled walrus should be sent back to the North Pole, nigga. Go beef with the polar bears and the niggas. From now on, I want to see you on National Geographic, not anything that has to do with comedy. People will laugh at you, but they're not laughing with you. There's a difference. I know you're a little too slow to comprehend or understand, because you think everyone, especially men, are trying to get you. I'm just surprised how any nigga wants to get with you. My nigga, I will have to be on every type of drug, 5 strong doses of fentanyl to even think to hit that. You look expired. I don't even know what that means. When I see Amy Schumer, she just looks expired. And shout out all my women watching this. I love all y'all. I just hate Amy Schumer, man.
And the bads of this comedy special. We'll go ahead and start about what's good with it.
11 million!
That ends that segment. That about covers that.
Dave Chappelle's Netflix special, on the other hand, received a rating of 8.2 out of 10 on IMDb, whilst Chris Rock's received a less impressive but still superior
You're comparing yourself to the GOATs.
10. Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock were ranked as number 9 and number 5 on Rolling Stone's top 50 comedians of all time, whilst the only list Amy Schumer seems to top is IMDb's top 10 worst comedians of all time. When Dave Chappelle went on Comedy Central all the way back in 2004, he'd receive a viewership of 3.1 million people, yet when Amy Schumer went on Comedy Central at the height of her popularity in 2016, her viewership was less than 500,000. I'm truly cackling at the audacity of Amy Schumer thinking she deserved the same pay as Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle. Like,
she's actually
what?
slow.
So Amy Schumer wants Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle money, but haven't put in the years.
She should be president for even asking that type of money. I'm sorry, like, this girl, it lost her flipping mind. The fact that 11 million is such a steal for Amy Schumer, because, like, bro, Amy, you never made 11 million in your whole career. Did you even make 5 M's in your whole career, like in comedy? That's what I generally want to know. So how are you being offered 11 million? 2017, you got offered this. The inflation was better. You would have been eating good. Put a couple smart investments, but you're like, no, I want what they want. You didn't put in the same amount of work that they did. You're not as funny as they are. You're not as relatable as they are. They're not a one-trick pony like you are. So what do you deserve? You don't even deserve a better upper lip.
Talk about privilege and opportunity, shaking my head. Amy Schumer is maybe Josh Gad level. She's not as famous or endearing as Chris Rock. She's not a legend like
I don't know who Josh
In case
what?
Amy Schumer complaining about being paid $11 million wasn't already dumb enough, it became even worse when her audience would discover that some of the jokes within her special might have been stolen from other comedians. Compilations began to pop up on YouTube such as
So
these
she's
two, giving
one of those as well.
Example of the ways
Wow.
in which Amy Schumer had stolen jokes from other comedians in the past.
How's this?
Oh, that's perfect.
They can ring you up right over there.
Thanks so much.
Sure.
Okay, I'm Bengi. If you need any other sizes, you please let me know, all right?
Okay.
There you go.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, how you doing?
Great.
Steeler.
All right.
No
so you guys
lip.
with us?
Yeah, she's right over.
Overly sexual.
Oh.
You're just
she's
the
not there.
trifecta of
Can I
bum.
help you today?
Yeah,
Who was it? You know, I don't see him.
Oh, that's okay. What did she look like?
she's dark hair. She was wearing a blazer.
Oh yeah, all the girls are wearing blazers.
Do you know what he looks like?
That's my nigga Key.
Yeah, he is.
Key. Jordan Peele, I mean.
Like a vest or like a plaid shirt. I feel like. I
Damn,
don't know.
2008. I was 5 years
If
old.
she had a favorite president, it would probably
Obama.
be Lincoln.
Are there any other distinguishing features? I would guess he probably voted
Lincoln.
for Obama. I know I did.
As these compilations began to pick up steam on YouTube, news article after news article was published calling Amy Schumer a joke thief, whilst others within the comedy space would come forward stating that Amy Schumer stealing jokes was discussed regularly behind the scenes. Twitter took the exact same standpoint in posts such as, is it just me or is Amy Schumer just not that funny?
Brother, Amir, that was almost an accurate statement. You just need to take out one word. That. Amy Schumer is just not funny.
And steals half her jokes, prompting Amy to address the criticism in an Instagram post
Who
where she
thinks
once again alleviate
she's
any
funny?
personal responsibility.
Anyone in the
by
chat,
blaming
anyone in the
Backlash on
comments,
Reddit.
let me know.
Dear sweet misunderstood geniuses in the
I think
bowels
she's
of
funny.
subreddit
Say
chat
that,
rooms.
please.
I've never stolen a
'Cause
joke
you're not
in my
okay in how you
life.
think.
Also going on the
That.
Jim Norton advice show before stating the following.
And I'm so careful. And none of these things had ever reached me. And I will literally take a polygraph. And I just would never do that. Like, that would be so stupid for me to do that.
Amy Schumer would eventually take a polygraph test for a Vanity Fair video, during which she was asked about stealing jokes.
Coming up with new material is difficult. Have you ever stolen a joke?
No. Yes, she's telling the truth.
Oh.
What about an idea for a sketch?
No.
An idea for a character?
No.
Oh, starting to move a little bit.
Let me rephrase. Have you ever taken inspiration for a joke from somebody else?
You can say yes.
No.
Yet the video is edited in a bizarre way where she says no before it fails to include whether or not she was telling the truth. The whole dilemma was certainly a point of debate, yet one joke which Amy Schumer definitely
Are you accusing that Vanity Fair, which is a big YouTube channel, they faked it for like what, PR stunt? No way, right? For Amy Schumer.
stolen was a joke made in front of Steve-O back in 2014 relating to the death of his friend Ryan Dunn.
And Steve-O is here. Steve-O, great try. Steve-O!
Shout out Steve-O, he's a goat.
TwoEm, no joke, sorry for the loss of your friend Ryan Dunn. I know you must have been thinking it could have been me, and I know we were all thinking, why wasn't it?
Oh, that nigga pissed. Oh, this girl's a bastard. You gonna bring up a nigga's homie that passed away recently and said it should have been him? Is this girl on crack? Amy Schumer, you are a disgrace to people. You're rude to people. You're very, very unthankful for anything you got. You're very, very entitled. You're not funny at all. And you have some dumbass politic views. It's like, yo, nigga, go tell some jokes. Oh, wait, you're not funny. And then you go piss off this nigga who has a way more valuable, way more better of a career in terms of public perception. Because if you guys know Steve-O, this nigga's a crazy nigga, bro. Amy, just shut the hell up.
Thank you.
Steve-O is always laughing. When he's not, it's for real.
Damn.
Imagine being such a buzzkill that you kill Steve-O's vibe. Amy Schumer doesn't understand the concept of dark humor. humor. She's got the dark, now she just needs to find the humor. What made this even worse was that her audience would eventually use this little zinger as an example that Amy Schumer was able to dish out harsh jokes, but was unable to take them herself. What we're referring to is a tweet made in early 2016 by a 17-year-old movie critic who had posted a photo of himself with Amy Schumer, titled with a light-hearted comedic caption reading, "Spent the night with @Amy Schumer." Certainly not the first guy to write that, referring to Amy often talking about the different guys she's been with during her shows. So if Amy thought it was appropriate to joke about Steve-O's recently deceased friend, surely she shouldn't have a problem with someone making a little...
Even if that was a joke, you shouldn't even allude to the fact that you slept with her, even if it was a joke, because brother, that's just a slight on your name, my nigga. Amy Schumer, you couldn't pay me for shit to... with that. I'm not doing nothing with that.
Comment about the amount of guys she's been with, especially considering it's basically all she talks about within her shows. Well, Amy didn't take it all that lightly.
But she looks like the pigs from Shrek.
17-year-old fan by stating,
"Hello, Amy Schumer.
Glad I took a photo with you. Hi to your dad." Others on Twitter would respond to what you might call Amy's inconsistent joke morals by stating, "That's the same type of joke Amy Schumer uses to keep her fame. Suddenly that humor is off limits now, huh? LOL." Others would support Amy Schumer in tweets stating, "Thank you @Amy Schumer for holding him accountable and not just blowing it off." Yet the discourse and contrast between these two different viewpoints really...
Of course this nigga wants to hit. Look at this guy's face, the bald guy. Those are the only type of niggas who wants to hit Amy Schumer.
See a difference of opinion to grow her career whilst angering the entire world in the process.
Alright YouTube, that was how Amy Schumer became the most hated human ever. I wouldn't call her the most hated human ever because it's definitely worse people like Hitler and a bunch more. But Amy Schumer, I'm not gonna lie, she's not too far from the niggas. But if y'all missed the video, please show some love to the kid. You know, I'm gonna keep it pushing, I'm gonna keep it going. Follow social, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what I should react to next. Join the Discord because we're active on there. It's been TwoEm, and hopefully stay to the end.